Hello, my name is Martin, the host and author of short stories. Today's story is called The Cat and the Mice. Cats and mice are very popular animals for telling stories. You've probably seen one or two Tom and Jerry cartoons before, and you've probably seen them in many books and movies. The relationship between these two creatures is truly ancient, and all humans instinctively understand what it means to play cat and mouse. And you may ask yourself, who usually wins this game? Vocabulary: avoidance, avoidance. Your avoidance of the problem will not make it go away. Feline, feline. The veterinarian specialized in feline medicine. Catch off guard, to catch off guard. The new tariff policy caught a lot of merchants off guard. Old-timer, old-timer. Old-timers prefer to eat dinner early. Pelt, pelt. The hunter sold many pelts. Tabby, tabby. My pet tabby is very active at night. Take pity on someone, to take pity on someone. The judge took pity on the man and reduced his sentence. The jig is up. The jig is up. The jig is up. Now come out with your hands up. That's the end of the vocabulary. I will now turn it over to Derek, who will read the story.
A long time ago, there was a farmhouse with no cat and lots of mice. A wandering tabby heard about this house and decided that was going to be her next home. She tiptoed up to the front door and started plaintively meowing. The farmer, who was a bit soft-hearted, heard this and took pity on the creature. "Oh, you poor thing," sighed the farmer when he opened the door. "Come in. I'll get you a bowl of cream." The cat smiled triumphantly as she lapped up the free meal. After a good nap, the cat stretched and licked her lips. "Now that I've had some dairy," she said to herself, "it's time for some protein." She immediately went in search of some mice to eat, which didn't take long. These mice had lived in this cat-free house for so long that they almost forgot what a cat looked like. She caught them completely off guard and was able to gobble up 5 of them in one day. To address this situation, the mice held a meeting in the attic. "Does anyone have any suggestions of what to do about the feline menace?" asked the chief mouse. "I say we fight the cat," shouted a brave little mouse. "Don't be stupid," remonstrated an older mouse. "Maybe we could appease the cat with an offering," suggested a mother mouse. "With what?" exclaimed the father mouse. "One of our children?" The debate lasted well into the night, but the end result was that the mice adopted a policy of avoidance. "We shall hide in our holes until the cat starves or leaves," announced the chief mouse. "We have more than enough food to last a month. I believe that as long as we all stick to this plan, we will be successful." The mice followed their plan to the letter. Not a single mouse ventured out into the open for almost an entire month. The cat was becoming frustrated. "Where are those lousy mice hiding?" she growled. To make matters worse, the farmer sold his only milk cow, so now she didn't even have cream to drink. She started to get desperate. After mulling things over for a while, she came up with a plan of her own. "I know what I'll do. I'll disguise myself as a pelt and hang from one of the farmer's pegs." And that is exactly what she did. The peg that the cat chose was directly over one of the mouse holes. Grabbing the peg with her hind legs, she dangled over this hole and played dead. It took a while, but eventually the brave little mouse saw the cat hanging and ran quickly to tell the chief mouse. "It's dead. It's dead," he squeaked. "What's dead?" "What are you talking about?" grumbled the chief mouse. "The cat. Come look. Follow me." The chief mouse followed the wee rodent to a hole opposite the one the cat was hanging over. The chief narrowed his eyes as he carefully inspected the scene. He stepped out of the hole and, brandishing his cane, yelled at the cat, "We know what you are up to. You're very clever, miss, I won't deny that. But you can't fool us." The cat, realizing that the jig was up, dropped down from the peg and began licking her paws. The game is not over yet, old-timer. And what the cat said was true, for she is still in that house and still waiting to catch one of those mice off guard.
And now the questions. Number 1. Why did the cat choose to live in the farmhouse? A. It was full of mice. B. The farmer was very nice. C. It was the closest house. D. It was unoccupied. The answer is A. It was full of mice. Question 2. Why was it so easy for the cat to catch mice in the beginning? A. She was very healthy. B. The mice were off guard. C. The farmer helped her. D. She used a big net. The answer is B. The mice were off guard. Question 3. What policy did the mice adopt? A. They decided to fight the cat. B. They decided to appease the cat. C. They decided to avoid the cat. D. They decided to move to a new house. The answer is C. They avoided the cat. Question 4. What is probably the moral of the story? A. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. B. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. C. Soylent Green is people. D. It's better to be safe than sorry. The answer is D. It's better to be safe than sorry.